guys, Andy here, and today we have a haul, a giant haul. It was not meant to be a giant haul. I tried to film this video a few weeks ago, but it didn't take, so... And then I let more things accumulate, so... Get your beverages, get your snacks. It's gonna be a long one. But I need to haul all of these things so that I can inventory them and put them away. So, if you want to see everything that I got in my haul, then just stay tuned. As always, if you like makeup unboxings with a little bit of horror sprinkled in, please consider subscribing, as I would love to have you here. And let's just get on into it. Alright, so if I can remember where I got everything, I will absolutely tell you guys. I have 2 packages here from my friend Amy Melissa here on YouTube. She sent me a whole bunch of goodies. I have an order from ColourPop that I placed, stuff from Walmart, TJMAXX. I think that is everything. If I find other things along the way, we'll get there. For our first start, I got this sample packet. This is a Keys Soul Care 2-in-1 concealer and tint. I have not used any of them. I think only 2 of them came like smushed open out of the 10 little shades. But I'm excited to try this and at least see what the formula feels like. If this is something I would want to pick up. If you guys have tried this, let me know. Your comments, qualms, all the things. I got some Jaclyn items from TJMAXX. So this is it's a bronzer blush duo. I got it for $12.99. It's in the shades Be Rouge and Espresso Shot, which look like this, and I will give it a swatch. Alright, so that's the swatches there. I do have to say, I think the bronzer's a little deep, a little bit, but we will see. I also picked up, this is the Luminous Rouge Blush in the shade Loverboy, and this is a loose blush, and you know me and my loose pigments, which these are so soft. I picked up a lot of that. I don't think I'm going to swatch everything, but I might. That's the shade Loverboy. I love that that's a little bit luminous. I got a new microphone, and I have new lighting. Well, half new lighting. Half of it was broken. So the other half of my lighting is getting replaced. But let me know how you feel. Is it too loud? Is it weird? Is the lighting, like, do you want it on a different setting? Just let me know. I also picked up the Jaclyn Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint, and this is in the shade Fairest. And this is what it looks like here. Just the tiniest little dab. And I think that's going to be a little too light for me, but we'll see how much coverage it has when I try it on. So there's that. Other things that are right here, I placed, that's the air kicking on. I hope that that's not too loud with the new mic. Please let me know, because I will fix that in future videos if it is. I placed an Amazon order. I got one of the telescopic magnets for picking up single shadows. So finally I have one of these guys. I picked up a set of their nail art brushes, but I want to use these for my hydro liners. So And I thought the handles were cute. They've got like little glitters in them. So picked up a little 5-piece set of those. I picked up, this came in a 3-piece set, but I have one over in my skincare fridge for jars, like pots. These are silicone little spatulas, silicone brushes, but I got these for like glitters and whatnot. I was feeling tools. I also picked up this empty magnetic palette. It is covered in pink glitter because I want to focus on single shadows and I want to be able to just pull 1 or 2 out in a very small thing so that I can keep this on my desk. So I have that. I got the NYX Multitasker Mixing Medium because this was like $6 instead of getting the $16 Duraline. So I've never used a mixing medium, so I wanted to give this a try. I picked up the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter. That is a lot. In the shade Halographic. I remember trying one of these way back in the day when they first came out. Just seeing if it had a scent. And I believe I had the shade Halo Goodbye. But, ooh, that's pretty. So I'm excited to give that a try. From Walmart, I picked up the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide. I didn't like the original Power Grip Primer, but I don't have a gripping primer in my collection currently, and I do like gripping primers. So I'm excited to give this one a try, and, 4% niacinamide is always good, so I got that. I also picked up the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint, which I'm going to do a comparison video with I have another skin tint in a dropper bottle that I can't think of the name of off the top of my head. But I got this in the shade 110. Which this looks like a perfect shade match for me. So yeah, that one might just be a hair too light. But I'm excited to give this one a try. I ended up ordering the Lady Gaga little tester set. And this is how it comes. So you get 3 cards which tell you the shades that you're sent, how to find your match, and then all of the shades in the light category because I picked the light discovery set. So I personally have the shades 100 light neutral, 160 light neutral, and 175 light neutral. And this is what they look like. And then I waited way too long, still haven't even tried them, so I didn't get it for free. Because you don't get charged for these if you purchase within 2 weeks if you purchase the full-size foundation. But I didn't, so I got charged. It's $12. Let's move on to the last little stuff from Walmart here. And then all the rest of the stuff up here is from Amy. So I picked up, I have 4 liners with stamps from Profusion. These are from the Jurassic Park collection. So I'm going to swatch these really quick and show you. Alright, so there are the colors of the liners. We have a purple, pink, green, and yellow. I'm going to take those off really quick because they are hard to get off if you let them dry. So from Profusion, I picked up 4 of the pigment paint bases. So I have the shade It's a Lifestyle, which I don't need to swatch these. They're just these colors. They're just like one shade darker. So this is It's a Lifestyle. I have Free Spirit, Wild Heart, and Good Vibes. And then from Lottie London, I have two of these Cheeky Kiss lipsticks, and this one is in the shade Just My Type, which these come out the same color as their packaging. And then I have the shade Swipe Right, and these are the ones where you have to click to get the product, and they seem super nice. And I ended up getting this little tray from Target. There's already sticky residue from these. I'm going to wipe these off, but I've been keeping all that in this little tray, so 1 second. Alright, now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this, which is all this stuff from Amy. I will have her tagged in the description box. Again, Amy, thank you. I appreciate it, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to use all of this. So this is from Kypris, is how I assume you would say it. This is an all shimmer palette. It says Active Illumination for Eyes and Body, and it looks like this. So first we have the shades Starlight, Diamond Fire, and Sun Glitter. And then we have the shades Gold Aura and Shadow Alchemy. And honestly, I think the whole palette will work for me as highlights, because even the darkest shade, it might be like a bronzery topper, but I think the whole thing will work, and I'm excited. Let's do some things that we don't have to swatch. She gave me a lot of loose powder, and I'm so excited. So I have a little mini Becca Hydra Set and Refresh powder. So one of those. I have the Beauty Bakery Flower Powder in the shade Oat Translucent. Does this have a shade? No, I don't believe so. I have the ColourPop No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder. This is in the shade Light. I have this teeny tiny little baby Charlotte Tilbury Airbrushed Flawless Filter, Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. And it's so hard to open this little container. But this guy, it's even got a mirror in it. It's in the shade 2 Medium, but that still looks like it's going to work for me just fine. I have the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder in the shade Translucent in the loose version. I think that's it for powders. Trying to get out, looking at all the things that not swatchable. From Grown Alchemist, we have the Anti-Pollution Primer. Very excited. From Cover FX, we have an Illuminating Setting Spray. Oh, so excited. Let me get these guys off my hands. From Rodial, we have the Soft Focus Glow Drops. Excited for those. I think everything else is swatch stuff. So let's start with some ColourPop blushes. So this is from the Mulan collection. This is in the shade Good Luck Charm, which looks like this. So this has some shimmer in it. It's got like gold shimmer. Very, very pretty. Then we have the shade Truffle Shuffle from ColourPop. This one also has some glitter running through it, which is that pretty bubblegum pink. And then we have the most beautiful packaging. This one is in the shade Vogue. And there's that one. And then I have a ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in the shade The Real Thing, which looks like this. I'm so excited to have another one of these. That shade is beautiful. If you've never tried these big, like, clamshell ones like this, I highly recommend it because they're gorgeous. From Ofra, I have a highlighter. This is in the shade Rodeo Drive, which is awesome because I only have one Ofra highlighter, so this was really cool to see. Very similar to that ColourPop one. Crazy. And then we got from Pixie by Petra. This is a bronzer in the shade Summertime. So it has a bit of a luminosity to it. I don't think I've ever tried any Pixie by Petra makeup. From Wet n Wild, this is the Shimmer palette in the shade To Reflect. Oh no, it's the To Reflect Shimmer palette in the shade Sangria Castles. So, also could be like a shimmery, bronzery situation. And then this is from Elizabeth Mott, and I love Elizabeth Mott products. And this is the blush in Peach Pink. Which to me is more like a highlight, but it's still very pretty. We have a Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur blush in the shade Mauve Sunrise. Looks like this. There's Mauve Sunrise. We have this adorable little Too Faced Love Flush blush in the shade Crazy in Love, which looks like this. I love the little heart pan. Oh, that is a pink. That is beautiful. I'm excited for that. Then we have this Doll 10 Captivating Contour Palette, which looks like this. So it has a bronzer, a contour, and two highlights. So we have the shades Smitten and Spellbound for the highlighters. They're not the most shiny, but they're pretty. And then the contours in the shade Fantasy, and the bronzers in the shade Mystique. And those are right there. It's very silky, so I don't think I've ever heard, I mean, I think I've heard of Doll 10, but I've never used anything from them. And then I have this big old ColourPop magnetic palette with 4 cheek shades in it. So we have the shades California Dreaming, which looks like that. Then we have the shade Zip. Oh, I didn't even show you the... This is the shade Zip. You can barely see it on my hand. Here, let's try a little magnet. Hey, we got one. So this is in the shade To Quit. Tulip To Quit. Ooh, that one's my favorite so far. And then last but not least, we have the shade I Need Space. Yeah, this one's my favorite out of the four. The Tulip To Quit. But they're all very pretty. Now let's move on to some stix and lippies before we get into all of these loose products. So I have 3 blush sticks from ColourPop. So this is in the shade 25-8, which looks like this. That's the shade. I've never used this formula before, so I'm very excited to use it. Then we have the shade Mini Me, which is just slightly more pink, less peach. And then the best packaging. This one is in the shade Cottage Life from the Limoncello collection. That's like a terracotta. That one's my favorite shade. Favorite packaging, all of it. Then I have one Bite lip pencil in the shade Tannin. And I just broke the tip off, and I think I can. Nope, I think I wholesale just broke the tip off. Well, oh well. It happens. The cap was on there so tight. But that's the shade Tannin. From Milk Makeup, I have a Glimmer Glow Oil Lip and Cheek Stick. Doesn't give me a shade. That is beautiful. And then I have a ColourPop Jelly Mutt Shadow in the shade Shishka Baby. From the Hocus Pocus 2 collab. Right? Hocus Pocus 2? Yeah. So give me a second. Let me get all this off me. Alright, so we have, this is from Temp2 X BoxyCharm. This is a liquid glow. That is the shade right there. Gorgeous. Then we have a couple random loose shadows. This is the Bella Pierre Cosmetics loose shadow in the shade Snowflake. It's the white right there. That is gorgeous. I don't have anything from Bella Pierre, so that is fun. Then we have an Anika loose mineral eyeshadow in the shade Burnt Sienna. Which is this one right here. Very pretty. I love loose shadows, which is why Amy sent so many to me. Because so many people just don't like them or don't use them. This is a luminous loose blush from Studio Makeup. Doesn't have a shade. Oh, that's pretty. Right there, it's that peach. Might need to darken my lights eventually, but that is neither here nor there for this video. Then we have two from Sydney Grace. So this one is in the shade Pistol, and this is a duochrome. And this one's very flaky. So let me show you it on my finger first. Like, it's one of those brown, red to green, blue. Like, it's very flaky, but it goes on smooth. So you have that, like, brown, red, almost copper, to a green, blue flash. Very, very pretty. Like, that's probably one of the most unique shades in my collection. Like, it is absolutely stunning. And then I have from Sydney Grace, this is a mystery highlighter from 2020 in the shade Black Tie. And it's this right here. That is beautiful. It's like, it's got like a lavender, pinky purple base, if you can see it right there. And then that icy like shine. Very pretty. That would pair with Pistol really well. Then we have two from Artist Couture. So we have the Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Conceited. Which is that one right there. And then we have the Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Summer Haze. Which I definitely like Summer Haze better. That's Summer Haze. It's got a silver sparkle in it. Maybe a little purple. But very pretty. Now we have 4 here from Bare Minerals, and then the rest from the first order she sent me were from ColourPop. So this one is this is an eye color in the shade Celestine. This one's really pretty. So I put it right there. That one is very gorgeous. You are very gorgeous to me. Then we have another eye color in the shade Pebble, which I believe, yeah, this one's a matte, which I just spilled on my desk, so we'll take it straight off the desk. I don't have a lot of matte loose shadows. It's this brown right here, and I am really excited to try a matte loose shadow, because normally my loose shadows are shimmers or satins at least. So let me get it off the desk. Next we have, this is an all over face color in the shade Pure Radiance. And we have that one right here. And then we have another eye color in the shade Bahamas. And I think this one's my favorite. Yeah. Right there. Look how shiny that one is compared to lots of the other things on my hand. That one just pops. And now, ColourPop. So I have 4 of these Superstar Loose Pigments. So this one is in the shade, actually here, let's get a new hand just for ColourPop. I think that is fair. So, this one is in the shade Cameo. Which is right there. It is like it's an orange with gold sparkle. Gotta throw the used wipe away. Next we have the shade Badlands. This one is purple. With silver sparkle. And like a pink and purple sparkle. So there's Badlands. Could have went with my look today. Which, everything I'm wearing, it's always listed in the description box, but this is the Glamlite Special Dark Hershey Kisses palette. Next we have the shade Weekend, and this one is like a icy champagne shade. Right there. I believe that one's the most shiny. And then we have the shade Mulholland, which I think is green? No, bronze. And there's the bronze. So there's the 4 of these Superstar Loose Pigments. And then we have we have 5 of the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop Zodiac Loose Pigments. So this one is the Crab, right? Yeah. Which I know is for Cancer. So there's the Crab. That one's gorgeous. That also could have went with my look today. And you get so much product in this. This is going to last me for my lifetime. Then we have the Archer. What zodiac sign is the Archer? Like, in my head. So what else do we have? The Scales is Libra. the Maiden and the Meadow. You tell me. So this one is the Archer. That one is the darker purple here. This one doesn't have a lot of shimmer. It's more just purple base. But I'm here for it. Then we have the Scales, which is me. I'm a Libra. So there's that one. Not a lot of base to it, but very pretty. Then we have the Maiden. Which is that one right there. And then I think this one should be the Meadow. Yeah. Tied Me Down. Jesus. So that one's probably another water sign, but which one? It's honestly very similar to the Scales. It's just a slightly cooler pink. But I'm here for it. So that was everything from that first box from Amy. Then Amy sent me another box, so I am going to take these off and grab that stuff. So first she sent me the ABH loose setting powder in the shade Translucent, which I'm very excited to try. Then we got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of little hodgepodge things. The Touch and Soul Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer. I'm so excited to try this. I wanted it so bad. Oh, it smells so good. It has such a cool texture. I can't wait to try this on the skin. Then we have from Hourglass, this is a little mini of the Veil Translucent Powder, which I've never tried. We have from Bare Minerals, this is an all-over face color in the shade Faux Tan. So, I didn't get the stickers up off of these ones, so give me a second. Alright, so there's the shade Faux Tan. That'd make a really pretty bronzer, so that's exciting. Then we have another one from Bare Minerals. This is a blush in the shade Golden Gate. So, let's see. Boom. Ooh. So there's the shade Golden Gate. Very pretty. Then from Youngblood, this is the Crushed Mineral Blush in the shade Plumberry. Ooh, that's dark, but it's so pretty. That mauve, that's gorgeous. And then from Becca, this is the highlight in the shade Champagne Pop, which I've never had. Gorgeous. This is from ColourPop. This is a little, I think it's the Gemini little single shadow from the Kathleen Lights collection. It's just a nice gold. Very beautiful. And then she went out of her way to buy me the Super Shock Shadow in the shade Ice Dream because I have been wanting this forever because Deb has convinced us all that we need the shade Ice Dream. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, it's that blue. It's sheer with blue. Oh, beautiful. Then we have from L'Oreal, this is the True Match Lumi Bronzer in the shade 01 Light. I did not open any of these things. Normally I pre-open things for you guys because I don't want to have to take the time to do it, but ooh. Well, that's nice. That'd be a really light bronzer, but that's beautiful. Very excited. Then we have a Becca highlighter. This one's in the shade Opal. Ooh. I think I like Champagne Pop better, but Opal's down here. But Opal is also gorgeous. Then she sent me a single shadow from Lily Posh. In the shade Cosmic, which looks like this. Ooh, it's glitter. It's a pressed glitter. It's that right there. So it's purple and pink to a green gold flip. That is beautiful. I'm in love with that. We are almost done, I promise. Then from Delancey, this is the Multi-Chrome Eyeshadow Palette. This is the blue-purple one. I love Delancey so much. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh my god. So there's the white and the purple. So there's the white and the purple. They're so soft. And there's the darker blue, and that's a like blue to green. Oh, I can't wait to put these all over my face. I don't want to say that this is my favorite thing, but this might be my favorite thing. Then she sent me the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette in the shade Light to Medium, which looks like this. So give me 1 second here to swatch that. Alright, so we have, this is the shade Divine. And then we have Moonbeam and Starlight. So Divine, Moonbeam, Starlight. Divine, Moonbeam. Starlight has the most shine. Moonbeam's my favorite shade. Then for contour, we have the shade Silhouette. The finishing powder is in the shade Stellar. And the blush is in the shade Sublime. Contour. You can't see the powder and the blush. Very, very pretty. I'm so excited to have it. And then palettes. Palettes. So this is the Okalon Ethereal Nude palette, which is a dupe for the Huda Beauty Naughty Nude, I believe. The dark nudes, which I'm super excited for because I don't have that. I'm very interested in this, the Petri Dish shade. I've never tried Okalon, so I'm not going to swatch the whole palette because this video is already so long. But let me do a dark matte and a light matte. Ooh, the light matte was way creamier. Dark matte. Okay. That was pigment. And now let's do... I just picked two shimmers. That one's more of a satin, and then we have an actual shimmer. And then this. So it ends up being like a cream. The Petri Dish shade. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm excited. Then this is from Lurella. This is the birthday palette, which is so exciting because my birthday is Monday, October 9th. Look at it. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Again, we're not going to swatch the whole palette, but let's pick a dark matte and a light matte. Dark matte. Holy pigment. Jesus. Okay. I know there's pressed glitters in the palette, so let's pick just a regular shimmer and a pressed glitter. Okay, sold. Now, I'm not telling you to put pressed glitter on your eyeballs. I know the warnings, and I do what I want. I love pressed glitter on my eyeballs. One last thing is my little ColourPop order that I had. It was just two... Oh, no. I also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things I found that I had also bought from Walmart. So we'll do the ColourPop order first, those, and then we're finally done. So I picked up the Super Shock Shadow from the Haunted Mansion collection in the shade Creepin'. It was the only color that really spoke to me. I love the packaging. I love the blue. But this one is the shade Creepin'. Ooh. It's similar to Ice Dream, but it is still different, so I am happy. And then I got the Aurora Struck palette, which I wanted when they originally came out with it and couldn't get it. So if you don't know, that is what she looks like. Again, we're just going to pick a dark, a light, okay, you can see it. That dark swatched really well. That was the shade Phenomenon. And then for the light shade, that was Night Sky. For shimmers, I'm going to swatch the shade Solar Vibes, because this kind of feels like a pressed glitter. And let's do In Orbit. Looks beautiful. I'm excited to give this a go. My hands are going to be raw from all the swatching. So last but certainly not least, I grabbed a couple other things from Walmart. I grabbed the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer, and this is in the shade Vanilla, so I never took those swatches off. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, that is it's a little yellow. But otherwise, should be fine. I really like NYX complexion products, and the shade Vanilla is usually my shade, so not too terribly worried. Then I got a lifter gloss from Maybelline in the shade 19, which is gold. And it'd be looking like that. It's more of a copper than a gold, in my opinion. I don't know why. Don't tell me why. Don't ask. I was on a gold kick for lips. I also got this NYX Filler Instinct plumping lip polish in the shade New Money. So that's more gold. That's copper, in my opinion. And then I also found this Milani lipstick. It's in the shade 110 Gold. Tell me that's not gorgeous. That is true gold. Like, that makes the other two look copper and or like a rose gold. And last but not least, I got this LA Girl. It's their little pressed glitters. This is in the shade Holographic, which is like Ice Dream, but it's in a pressed glitter. So that is everything. I am so sorry that this video was long, because if you watched it was one of my other videos, my Get Ready With Me. I've been going through it. Lots of things happened. So I have procrastinated filming for the last month and a half-ish. So I definitely need to kick it into gear. But now that all this is filmed, I can catalog all of this stuff, put it away, use it, all of that. Because it was overwhelming to just look at my desk and have all this stuff on my desk and just be like, oh, you still have to film that. Oh. So I appreciate those of you who stuck around for the whole video. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything in particular you would like to see a get ready with me on, because Lord knows I have enough stuff to do, probably get ready with me every week for the rest of the year. So if there's any palettes in particular you want to see me do, anything you want to see, sound off in the comments. Anything else in the comments, let me know. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.